What's up, everyone? Welcome to On the Rock Sports Talk Podcast, where we talk about basketball, football, baseball, college sports, fantasy football, and breaking sports news. Now let's join your host, Sergeant Peeps.
What's up? This your boy Sergeant Peeps coming back at you with another episode on the Rock Sports Talk. All right, today we're gonna get into the Eagles draft picks. We haven't went over none of the draft picks so far, but I'm gonna give you the rundown on the Eagles draft pick from this past weekend. All right, so let's get it. As you know, the Eagles had a 22nd pick in the draft. And you already know our GM Howie Roseman, the master of maneuvering, did his thing this year. So tell you what, let's take a look at our first pick that went down and how it impacted our roster.
The Philadelphia Eagles select
First of all, we got
Quinyon Mitchell.
Let's go!
Kenyon Mitchell coming back out of Toledo. Hey, as far as a beast, definitely a beast.
He kept 27. No NIL money, kept the number he didn't want to keep, stayed at Toledo, and turned into one of the top draft picks in the NFL this year.
So, we gave up a lot of yards last year, and we definitely need to go get a dog when it comes to the secondary game. And I think we got one of the best, you know what I'm saying, in Mitchell. So, the Eagles, they desperately needed secondary help, and snagging Mitchell, the consensus top corner in this draft, fell to us at 22nd in the draft. So you can't beat that. So this dude, he pretty much shuts down receivers. You can't argue with that. With his size and being a great athlete, I mean, he's a start from day one. Big boost to the secondary, without a doubt. Definitely. So I'm excited. I know you excited if you're an Eagle fan to get Mitchell all the way down to pick 22. You know what I'm saying? The draft was in our favor. So thanks to Howard Roseman for hooking us up. Now, now let's get into our second round pick. Now, this pick, we end up picking a guy named Cooper DeJean. And if you don't know him, he's out of Iowa. Yeah, I gotta say this. I got to say this. White guy, because not too many DBs, cornerbacks, or what I'm saying, or in the NFL. It's been years since a white cornerback was in the NFL. Um, and the Eagles picked up probably this a top five cornerback. We got him in the second round. Although we did have to give up 2 second round picks to move up to 40 to get Cooper DeJean. You know what I'm saying? At the 40th pick in this draft. So
Thank you. I
I mean
appreciate it.
I mean
Yep,
the
absolutely.
dude was a beast at Iowa. I mean
Going to Philly.
he pretty much because we definitely, how can I put this? He can start day one too. And by having Bradbury the worst year he had last year, I mean he was a all pro the year before Bradbury. But last year, I think not. So we probably can get rid of Bradbury at the post June 1st release. I don't know what the cap hit gonna be on that, but Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, I don't know if he's gonna play safety or he's gonna play cornerback, but we'll see. Um, but I will say this: Bradbury, he his how can I put this? His playing days pretty much over in Philly. I will say that. So, but let's get back to DeJohn. He's another defensive back. This guy, I mean, he really is a playmaker. He can play corner, safety, like I said, and even more. He adds even more depth on this roster and flexibility. It's flexibility to the secondary, and the dude can return punch too. I mean, he's real athletic, especially for a white guy. I mean, this guy was a baller in school, like seriously. You know what I'm saying? The boy can, and whew, yeah. I mean, he definitely a baller. I'm not even mad at it because when you when you see his highlight, I'm about to show you his highlight. They asked the dude if him and Caitlin Clark played 1-on-1, who would win. He pretty much said she probably beat him by 1 or 2 points. I think he was being modest. He probably can beat Caitlin Clark. But that's for here nor there. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this guy was a baller in school. So, and without a doubt, the secondary gonna be a lot better going into next season. So, all right, let's get in this next pick. The next pick is Jax Hunt. Now, Jax Hunt he was he come out of Houston. Houston Christian used to be Houston Baptist School, but it's a small school. I mean, the dude, he was a walk on at Cornell. As you can see, the boy is smart. He was a walk on at Cornell. And that's when he went to Houston Christian School. So he got a lot of upside. He got raw talent. Pretty much, excuse me. Um, I mean, actually, the dude plays safety. He used to play safety, and I think he played a little linebacker too, also when he was in school. I mean, until he just started growing. And Vic Fangio, the Eagles' new defense coordinator, loved this guy. He been having his eye on him, and he wanted this. He wanted this guy, and we went up and got him. You know what I'm saying, in the third round. And I think he'll a developmental player. I don't think he'll start right out the back, but his freakish raw talent speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? So he would be a future force on that pass rushing defense. So it's gonna add competition and potential through that defensive line because defensive line, I think we got a lot of young guys on there. So um, we'll see. We'll see what goes down when these young guys like Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis and Brandon Graham on the outside. Uh, who else am I missing on the other side? Oh man, I forget his name. Yeah, Josh Sweat on the other side, and the new guy we got. Oh man, we just signed him from the Jets. Why I can't think of his name? Why I can't think of his name? Anyway, we'll get back to him, but it's gonna be. I think with this Vic Fangio defense, he can get on the field in the preseason, but they're gonna have to work with him some. So, um, all right, let's get to the next guy. You know what I'm saying? Will Shipley. Now, this
Will, what's going
guy
on, man? It's
out of
Howie Roseman. I'm the
Clemson.
GM of the Eagles.
We got him for Clemson,
Hey,
play
how are you
running
doing,
back.
Howie? Will Shipley. It's great
You
to talk.
and
No, I know who you are. I'm
he's a
calling you.
shifty back
Yes,
he
sir.
got good hands.
Ready to be picked here?
Perfect. He
Oh yeah,
complement
I'm
the
I'm
current
pumped.
starter, which
Yeah, you're going to
is
love Philly. Philly's
no
going to love
other
you.
than
We got a great
Saquon
room. You're going to
Barkley.
add a lot of mentality to that.
Soon as we drafted
Congratulations,
him,
you're an Eagle. We're picking
Saquon
you right here, brother.
called him.
I'm going to put
Good
you on the
guy.
phone
Yes,
with Coach
sir.
Sirianni.
So
Congratulations.
I think this
I
guy could be a
appreciate you so
real
much.
weapon
Yeah, I can't wait.
on the Eagles defense. Like seriously. I mean offense, I'm sorry. And he can be a good on third downs, and you can't beat that. And I heard a lot of good things about Shipley coming out of Clemson. So we'll see. He got his work cut out for him getting on the field because one thing about this offense, you're gonna need know how to pass block. So he gonna have to get with Gainwell. He on his last year of this contract, so he gonna be fighting for playing time with him too. So we better get his stuff together. We gonna see. So and then in the fifth round, pretty much thing got interesting. We took a wide receiver. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm stuttering right now, but Iona Smith from Texas A&M. This dude, he pretty much a big body dude. Target. He can surprise wiggle. Um, think of him like a mini tight end who can stretch the field and uh, it can be a mismatch. Depends on who you know what I'm saying on DBs, small DBs, and small linebacker. Kind of like I want to say a center of gravity, little Debo. Yeah, so defense gonna have a hard time tackling this guy. So we'll see how that go with him. I think that was a reach for that draft pick. But we'll see how he turned out in this offense because I think with this Kelly Moore, him doing his thing, uh, that wide receiver, whoever come on the field, that wide receiver three, gonna have to open up the field for our all stars, Devontae Smith and AJ Brown and Dallas Goddard. So I think that's something we got for the looking for. So um, so that's it. Let's go back to the fifth round. We doubled down on defense um, with Jeremiah Trotter from Clemson, linebacker. You should know. If you don't know who this guy is, I mean, come on, Jeremiah Trotter. You know his
Hey, how
dad.
you
So
doing?
if you're
How
a
you doing?
flipper, you
This is Howie
definitely
Roseman.
know your dad, the axe man.
That's what he told you.
So
What are you thinking, man?
pretty much we
You think we
looking
should trade
forward
up
to
and
him.
take you right here?
Kind of small linebacker.
That'd be pretty cool.
But
That'd be
I
pretty cool. I love
think
that. Yeah, you're an Eagle,
he
brother.
got the potential
Just like it's meant to
to
be.
get on the field.
Right where you're back
This
home,
right
brother.
here is our weakest
Proud of you.
position is linebacker.
I appreciate it. Congratulations.
So hopefully,
Jeremiah.
Hello.
hopefully
How you doing? It's Coach
these
Sirianni.
guys pan out.
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Pretty good pick.
Hey,
to get
congrats,
in the
man.
fifth round. We
Jeremiah,
thought we was gonna get him in
how old were you when I first met you?
I'm
Two,
two,
we got good
three,
value in
4.
in the
Congrats, man.
fifth round.
Thank you.
Just really huge congrats. Congrats to
Okay.
your dad.
Now, right after that, we end up drafting. We drafted a offensive lineman, and what was the offensive lineman name that we drafted? His name was Trevor Keegan. He was out of Michigan. This dude, he didn't give up a sack his senior year. So, I'm trying to think. Do I got a picture of this guy? I don't think I do, but I'm gonna have to put up one.
This is big.
Because this dude, he was balling at Michigan, but he pretty much, like I said, didn't give up a sack, and he had a good senior year, and we got him in the fifth round, and I'm not even mad at that. So, um, this dude, he pretty much brings sideline to sideline speed. We can plug him in at guard, but we will see because he pretty much coming into a already dominant offensive line. So that's great depth for us. So let's see who else we end up drafting. We end up drafting the Florida State. We also drafted the Florida State wide receiver Wilson. Um, they say the dude fast and he's tall. I mean, dude kind of looked like a tight end, and he he pretty much he has some drops sometimes, uh, concentration drops, but hopefully he cleaned that up. We don't need him to, but he pretty much he's an okay wide receiver, but he wasn't a man on Florida State in college. It was I think it was Dion. Dion, I think what was his name? Dion Kane, something like I forgot his name, but he was a man. But Johnny Wilson, we pretty much got him on good value. We'll see how that pan out. Hopefully, hopefully, he clean up those drops he had. We'll see how that goes. Um, let's see. Um, we had some potential steals in this draft because a lot of quarterbacks was going in the first round. Some that wasn't even worthy in the first round went in the first round. I think it was total of 6 quarterbacks, if I'm not mistaken. And also, it was a record breaking, I want to say 15 or 14 straight offensive players. I think it's 14 straight, which was more than the previous record, double. It was like 7 offensive players straight in the first round. And that's how we got those good players, that cornerback, who we thought we was gonna have to move up for in the draft, and at least 12 for one of them. But we stayed put and we got Mitchell at the 22nd pick, which is awesome. And Mika Parsons, he was mad when we picked him up. But um, I'm gonna go over our picks, well, our grades. I'm gonna pretty much give us a B plus and an A for this draft because we got, excuse me, we pretty much got some good young talent and we got some needs. I know we got about 14 cornerbacks, Eli Riggs, you know, man, we got Slade Bradbury, Avante Maddox, Kelly Ringo. I mean, we got a shitload of running back, Josh Job, but these guys were just like they were not top notch. Like Slay and Bradbury is okay for a zone cornerback, but he don't have the speed as Mitchell, who runs a 4.3. Guy runs a 4.3. So we need something like that. So I know a lot of people wanted a defensive end, a rusher, but I mean, for somebody who was last in giving up passing yards, I think we did pretty good. I know we didn't get as many sacks as we did 2 years ago, but we got to start giving up big plays also. So we see how that go. Um, but like I said, I gave us a pretty much a B plus, A minus. Um, but hopefully these rookies pan out. And but on paper, we looking pretty good. I think so. Our Roseman did his thing. He had a fantastic draft. I think so. Um, my favorite pick, let's see. That's the question of the day. It's gotta be Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? Because the dude is a stud. He fill a huge hole. I think so. And although Dijon Cooper Dijon is, I mean, he's versatile and he's pretty valuable for the team. And it depends on how quickly uh he gets on the field. He pretty much can be a day one starter. But I mean, we never know because we already got Slay. We know Slay gonna be out there if he stay healthy. Um, so we'll see. Jackie Hunt, like I said, I think he gonna have to develop, and we'll see how he develops over time. I think them guys in that defensive line room gonna work with him, and hey, Josh Sweat, I mean, we had to develop him. We did, so I think it'll work out. But as far as that, uh, I would appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hey, this just the beginning. Training camp is next, and we'll see how these rookie complete and I'm sorry, compete and fit inside the systems, which I think most of them, especially our first and second round picks, definitely should fit this system and get on the field right away. We just got to figure out what position Cooper DeJean gonna play, safety or cornerback, slot, whichever. He can do it all. But I like I say, I appreciate y'all tuning in. So do me a favor. Uh, uh, name of the channel On the Rock Sports Talk. Um, like and subscribe, and we'll get back. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and I'll talk to you next time. Peace.